Hi guys, I'm here to talk about Blindspot, Season 1, Episode 7, Sent on Tour, and the anagram for that is Trust No One. We start off 6 months prior, and the guy with the tree tattoo on his arm and another guy were digging a hole to bury something. The guy without the tattoo was concerned that what if this fall into the wrong hand? And the guy with the tattoo believes that it will go to the person who they meant it for. Present day, Wheeler confronts Mayfair about the redacted file of Guerrero and this is a case number on Jane. We need to find out what does it mean. So she tells him that she was a handler for Guerrero and then he went missing and been missing for 2 years, and the upstairs do not want to rehash this embarrassment. So Patterson solves the clue on the cover up on the Navy SEAL tattoo and locates a address in Michigan from a town that's unincorporated. Basically, this town is no rules. Basically you go in, you probably won't come out because they have no police authority. They go under the pretense that they were investigating a cold case. They talk to the sheriff. The sheriff tells them, don't go in. It's not safe. Basically, they go to the address and lo and behold, there's Guerrero. It was funny because Jane pulled out a gun but didn't know who it was. I didn't know who it was either. They bring him inside. When they come back outside, somebody cut their gas line, slashed the tires, took their bulletproof vest. I was laughing like, why did they cut the gas line? I mean, they slashed all 4 tires. Where are they going to get 4 tires from? They go walking to, I guess, the next place that they can find, and then they basically ambushed, but then they killed everybody. And Guerrero got shot, I think, in the process. When they were on the road, they see this structure that is basically on the back of Jane's neck, right above Kurt's name. So then they want to go. Well, everybody didn't mind going, but Reed, of course. Reed is the voice for reason. He's like, nah, we don't need to go. They go, and Jane so happenly finds whatever the guys were burying 6 months prior. She finds it. And when they open inside, they find bulletproof vests, guns, water, and a map. They didn't drink the water. And they got the guns and everything. Jane's like somebody's helping them read, very skeptical. And she wants to go and find what was on the map. Then the people find them. So they think that Guerrero had a track on him. Again, Jane finds the tracker and she was about to step on it, but Reed's like, I'm going to go and make them go in another direction, and then y'all go to the ranger station so we can get help. Of course, Jane wants to go with Wheeler, and he takes Zappa instead. Why Jane thinks she has to go with Wheeler everywhere? Yeah, he's protecting him. They're all a team. You basically came on this team. They all had a function and thing that they knew, and they know each other, and they work well together. You can't go with him everywhere. He takes up instead because he's basically trying to protect Jane. She was looking like a deer in headlights. Oh my God, he didn't choose me. Like, he can't choose you all the time. You have to play with other people, Jane. And so Guerrero saw that and tried to play on that later. But he ended up leaving a message that they were going to the ranger station. So Zappa and Wheeler go and, mislead the people. And then Reed and Jane and Guerrero go to the ranger station. Zappa tells Reed, or basically calls him out like, you're protecting her. Basically, that's why he didn't bring her with him, because he wanted to protect her. When Reed and Jane get to the ranger station, she sees a map. The map is basically like what's on the bottom of her calf. On her leg, it had an exit on it, but on the map it didn't. So Reed put it over her exact tattoo and then marked the X. So they go off and find out what it is, and it was a helicopter. Reed's like, well, so far you probably can fly this too. I mean, why would they have it here? Because none of us know how to fly it, so you probably know how to fly the helicopter. It's like, Wheeler's probably dead. We should probably leave, basically, or you should just leave because Wheeler's dead. She's like, no! They go back to the ranger station to wait on him, then they get ambushed. Reed gets shot in his vest, but he's okay. Jane said she'll go out and basically go around and kill off the guys. And then she was doing that, and then Wheeler and Zappa came back. But let me back up. When they were out there putting the tracker somewhere else, they got ambushed and then they killed the people, and then they came back to help Jane them. So they get back, and Jane and them, they all kill the guy. So Zappa goes around, and then she get held hostage. And I don't know where he was going, because if he killed Zappa, it was still 3 of them, so he still was going to get shot. The sheriff shot him and told Guerrero, like, we're not working for you no more, we're done. So Willie was trying to figure out how they going to get out, and then Reed's like, we're going to take the helicopter. He was looking like, helicopter? They go, get on the helicopter. Jane's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. People were coming, and then, of course, she flies out of the zone. They get back on the helicopter. She's all nervous, and she's like, you know, telling Willie, we're in it together. Aww. So when they get back there, Mayfair's like, Willie, you should go in and talk to him. Willie's like, no, you should. You was his handler. It'd be better. They go back and forth. Then Mayfair go in there, and they're talking. Gorilla's like, yeah, no, I'm not a snitch. I'm not going to tell him everything. Willie is watching this. Then he comes back and confronts Mayfair's like, he doesn't even know you. You said you was his handler. You're lying. He doesn't even know you. So then she tells him about Daylight. I wonder if they're going to tell us about Daylight in the next episode. But I'm just not understanding how she thought she was going to get away all this time not cooperating about what happened or why the file or not. Every time they go to a case, it's something that they stop, something important. So how do you think that you're not going to reveal whatever happened in that file? Let's talk about Patterson. Patterson's boyfriend David is still obsessed with the tattoos when he shouldn't. She tries to warn him, stop, no. And then he also brings up that they should move in together. She's like, I don't think she kind of like her space. She like him sleeping over every night, but not living there. She's scared of commitment or something. She goes to work. He's still looking at the tattoos or thinking about it. He finds the location, and then she comes down, and then they find a book. So they are working on it. She has a program that she can run, and she was using it remotely. And Mayfair was coming in there looking for her, and then she noticed that on her screen that she was using the system remotely. Mayfair finds her and see her with David and the stuff. She brings David back and retains him to see what he knows, what he doesn't know, is he's a risk or anything. And then she reprimanded Patterson. Patterson was scared to death to the fact that she broke up with David. I was like, dang. I still feel like David, something about David, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're a nerd or you really like puzzles or something, you might be fascinated. But I just feel like he's like Tom from The Blacklist, because this show is a little similar, but I just feel like he's like Tom, because Tom played it on that show. If you saw it, like you thought that he was just a school teacher, but clearly he wasn't. And I just feel that's what's going on with David. So let me know what you think. Subscribe to this page and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Bye.